Hello, internet world. Okay, so depression. The fun topic of depression. Okay, I just finished my morning routine. I write it out so I don't have to look at my phone in the morning and waste any dopamine on looking at nonsense on my phone, which is inevitably what I look at when I look at my phone in the morning first thing. It is not helpful. It's usually pretty depressing. And I mean that in the non-medical way. So I write it out, I put it in my bathroom, and I put it in my kitchen, and it's literally things like let the dog out, coffee and podcasts. I like to listen to a podcast while I'm drinking my coffee. Brush teeth. Like, it prompts me through all the tasks that I really get distracted by. My brain's too foggy to like sort it out. I never do it in the same order every day when I don't, do this. And I know it's a bit annoying. I know, like, there's so many things about managing depression that are so annoying. The suggestions and the tools are just like worthy of Tina Fey, Liz Lemon eye rolls. They're just so annoying. And, well, do you have a routine? Morning routine is really important, is one of those. It's so fucking annoying. However, what we know about habits is it's in a loop, right? So, sorry, I just finished eating, so I have still food in my mouth. What we know about the habit loop is there's a trigger, so like your alarm. There's the behavior, so for me it's getting out of bed and letting the dog out. And then there's a reward, which is, for most people, it's like a dopamine hit, right? So the hard thing with depression is that reward is what is hijacked. So we don't necessarily get that dopamine hit. And that's the thing that solidifies those habits. It's the thing that makes habits rote, makes them automatic, so that you don't have to put the effort in of thinking about them. And okay, what do I do next? Well, I need to get dressed, I need to brush my teeth, I need to eat breakfast, I need to, pack a bag to get out the door, all of those things. It's like, if you don't have a habit or a morning routine, you have to spend so much energy. And for those of us that have depression, it's a lot of it's so pathetic and silly. And I know that it sounds ridiculous to people that don't have depression, but with the fogginess of your brain, it is so much decision fatigue. It takes a ton of energy just to get through those first few steps that you have to do in the morning. So writing it out, knowing that I'm not going to get a dopamine hit from much of it, but committed to making this routine a habit so that I don't have to think about it eventually, and I don't spend any energy on it, having to like trudge through a morning. So that's my whole spiel about routine. So I'm focusing on a morning routine right now. Once I don't have to look at this list so much, once it becomes a little bit rote, automatic, I will focus on an evening routine. But for now, just the morning routine. And I will say it feels good that I just finished it. I did not look at my phone this morning. I did play a podcast, but I was just listening to it. Coffee does give me a little bit of a dopamine hit, I think, as far as I can evaluate. And so that is the first thing I do in the morning. I let the dog out and I drink coffee. And so to have that first thing in the morning where I'm just sitting with a warm cup of coffee in my hand and trying to sort of see where my thoughts are at, which are usually like, go back to bed, go back to bed, go back to bed, go back to bed. Why, that kind of stuff. Or like, you didn't go to work yesterday, so then I just like reel in my head about how my boss at work is gonna be awkward, disappointed, like what the fuck's going on, and then just obviously going, you know, all that rumination. So I just drink that coffee, I pay attention to those thoughts, and usually what I do is bring my thoughts back to the podcast I'm listening to. I have to validate how hard it is and really like tell myself, I mean, it's even, I like just speaking it out loud feels so pathetic, but I have to tell myself, like, you're doing a great job. This is what you have to do. You're doing it. And so that's morning routine. What do you guys do? What do you think about routines? Depression. Okay. See ya. Bye.